a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty oughta been my meal. Yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You next I left. Yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Y'all know his name? Hey, yo, Mac, ladies and gentlemen, C5. Oh! Wayne time. Oh! Yeah. Zone. Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but if you ain't got a lighter, what for?
We hot. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy, that's enough jokes. Then the sun died, the night is young though. The diamonds still shine, you're in the rough. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show, put you front row. Talking bro, let your tongue show. Money over and above, that is still my favorite love quote. Put the aside, what the for? I sleep with the and she don't snow. What the yo? Where the love go? Trade the ski mask for the it's a bath. Where the suns go? It's a Swiss beat. That'll drums go. If she's iffy, that'll go. If she's sip, double cup toast. I got a duffel full of hundos. That'll love go. Where's the uproar? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuffle without a scuffle. Bro, I don't though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke at your front door with a store. Knock, knock, who's there's how it won't go. Just the jungle, so have the utmost for the nutsos, and we nuts so. What the bro? Where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up, she throw up. Dreadlock, hang time like you don't know. Put the in the bag like a lawnmower. Head pull back like a cornrow. Extra in the stash like a console. Listening to Bono, you listen to Dono. What the bro? Where the love go? Swizzy, he the chef. I like my lunch gross. Just look up, bro. That'll scuds go. I see the. But where did bro go? when I give it back, now where's the uproar? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a stars for the cream renegade. For the money. Reservoir dog to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still filming, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome synonymous. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
thicker the ply, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Beat them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down. At the 28-yard line. Now the first NFL carry for Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Lawletta now on second. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shermer, comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Set! 319! 319!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Loletta. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And possession of the football, 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to work. Touchdown for young star Saquon Barkley, as his guys have now moved out in front. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels. You towards doing it many more times in your career.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing Jones. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. To throw on second down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Operating from the gun. Jones finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Flex round! Flex round!
The pitch to Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Jones, from the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Lambeau will put this one through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Flush to his right, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that. One needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Quick left, quick left.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Gun!
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jags heading out on offense. Well, last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down. Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw again, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Delvin Blow with a pick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Third and 2, Lauletta eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken inside his own 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Jones looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return is setting them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers.
Leopard! Gone!
Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
A handoff to Barkley. 10 more there and another 1st down. And those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games, just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Now with him and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Grant on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Jones throwing on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jones now to throw on second down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Jones. Make it now 3. Touchdown! Corey Grant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Gallman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find. Something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now out come the Giants. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Barkley running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now Stewart on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Set! Green!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now it's Lauletta. And able to find Dak And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Barkley. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run with Barkley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along